Hello. Oh. Hi, it's Ben Starr here. As well as being the gaming industry's baby girl in chief, you might know me best as Clive Rosfield from Final Fantasy XVI. But that's not all. I'm appearing in some upcoming games too. Don't worry, I'm not a one-trick pony. From the first Berserker Kazan to Date Everything, where I voice 17 romanceable doors. You could say my career is hinging on it. And for the next 30 minutes, please don't count exactly, I'll be here hosting the Mobile Gaming Showcase, a celebration of the latest and greatest efforts in, well, mobile games. So, in the interests of your ever-dwindling attention spans, let's kick things off with a world premiere.
Hi everyone, I am Hilmar Rører Peterson, CEO of CCP Games, creators of EVE Online. I am thrilled to unveil the cinematic trailer for EVE Galaxy Conquest, our strategy game for mobile devices. You'll command iconic ships from EVE Online as you build armadas and take back New Eden, and carve out a legacy all from the palm of your hand. I hope you enjoy what we have been working on. Now let's deep dive into the trailer.
The old order has collapsed, and war rages across the stars. The might of the empires was weakened by endless conflict, and destroyed when the factions of lawless space attacked under a single banner. The rules have been rewritten, and a new war begins. The battered Empire fleets have retreated to the edge of known space to rebuild. To win the coming conflict, they need a new breed of leader. The Chief Commander. The Empires have equipped them with their most powerful technologies. And with forbidden science, they have resurrected past heroes to serve on the battlefield. Each empire must conquer or be destroyed. But glory awaits those who can lead their forces to victory. Destroy your enemies. Find your allies. And rewrite your destiny.
And who doesn't love a bit of cosmic glory? Thank you to CCP Games for sharing that stunning cinematic trailer for EVE Galaxy Conquest, a real-time strategy game for mobile devices from the creators of EVE Online. It's coming to iOS and Android on October the 29th. Next up, we've got an interview with the developers of Age of Empires Mobile, a finger-friendly fork of the legendary franchise, where you command the armies of historic figures like Julius Caesar and Joan of Arc.
Hello, I'm Peter Hu, and I'm from Timmy Studios, and now I'm working on Age of Empires Mobile. Age of Empires Mobile is an immersive medieval wargame jointly developed by Timmy Studio and War's Edge Studio. Age of Empires franchise has a lot of audience on PC, right? And we wanted to expand it on the phone. Age of Empires PC version is famous about its building, gathering, expanding, and battling with other players, and it's famous for its RTS elements. And we wanted to restore this experience as much as we can on the phone. We built these RTS feelings around these key dots, the control. In the PC versions, you always use your mouse to click and choose or drag, but it seems almost impossible for us to make it happen on the phone, since there's so many units that you may need to control. So in order to make it happen, we group the separate soldiers into a troop. So instead of controlling many soldiers units, players may just control up to 5 troops to battle. everybody plays mobile. So you're making games for a very wide variety of playstyles. It's kind of hard for the mobile developer to balance this content. And another thing is that everyone has a mobile phone and everyone has a different kind of devices. So it's kind of hard to optimize your experience on every phone. We put a lot of efforts in trying to make the game less lagging. And luckily, we finally achieved that. Players could experience large-scale siege war on one little screen. And large scale refers to like hundreds of troops clashed on one screen. And our players told us they're really happy about this experience and they want more. And so after hearing that, we developed an intensive GVG game mode called the Wonder Contest. The basic concept of this game mode is to let players fully unleash in intensive battles. In this game mode, 60 troops compete with each other and compete in one same map. There's something I wanted to share is that you can experience weather change in our game's world map. Just imagine that what would you do if your troops encounters many enemies and suddenly there's a hurricane? Will you lure the enemies into the hurricane? Because the hurricanes will deal a lot of damage to the troops. And another interesting feature is that we have an area where we have the jungle area. Your troop is basically invisible in the jungle area. The jungle area refers to a place where a lot of trees in the world map. And enemy alliance members can't see you, and so you could utilize this advantage to ambush your enemies. And also, we have many different civilizations. Players can enjoy 8 civilizations, including Byzantine, Romans, Chinese, French, Japanese, and Korean. And 2 more is on the way. Players could also collect more than 30 iconic historic heroes and building teams of 3 heroes, each with their own unique skills.
Sondern nach Ruhm und Ehre, mit Mut und Schwert für das Kaiserreich.
The graphics of our game is really, really gorgeous. We made it in AAA standard and people really love it. They keep zooming and zoom out to see all the details. Timmy always likes to focus on bringing AAA experience to mobile. I would say if you love medieval war genre, or if you would like to play with players from worldwide, it's a massive multiplayer online game, but with the taste of RTS features and also with the taste of simulation, because you can build your empire from the ground up. You will love the Age of Empires Mobile. Join us in Age of Empires Mobile on October 17th and pre-register now on Google Play and Apple App Store.
Whoa, indeed. And you won't have to wait too long, because Age of Empires Mobile is coming to iOS and Android on October 17th. This is the part of the show where I'd normally ask my co-host what's next, but guess what? It's just me, and I'm a professional. So, Ben? Yes, Ben? What's next? I'll tell you what's next. Songs of Conquest.
I'm about to play Songs of Conquest!
It's a mobile game.
Songs of Conquest is a tactical turn-based strategy adventure game. It's where tactical combat, strategic decision-making, and kingdom management comes together. It's set in this beautiful, fantastical world where you control your wielders and expand your kingdom, you draft troops, and you try to conquer the world, basically.
Songs of Conquest is absolutely perfect for just jumping in and out. Just because it's turn-based, you can just pick it up whenever you want. I mean, for my case, that's like picking up my kid from daycare and then pausing it and then taking it back earlier, putting her to bed and then working on towards it. It's just picking it up, leaving it, taking it back. It's perfect.
We've spent a long time making this game. This is a game that we really, really love. I've been a part of this journey for 5 years. Recently done 2 years of early access. So in May this year, 2024, we released 1.0 and the reception has been beautiful. There's 2 reasons why we want to come to mobile. When I started working on the project, touch input and mobile devices were on the table. Just the style of game fits the platform, fits the gaming device quite well. But secondly, I think that we know we have a great core audience that loves the game, but we want to spread the game to even more people, of course.
The thing that I'm the most excited about is, playing it myself. I have like 15 to 20 minutes every day where I travel to work on a tram, and I usually play mobile games then. I'm just excited to play my own games, having a good time with my game on my phone.
The art style is a big part of the game. It's a beautiful game, and I'm not saying that only as an art director, I'm saying that as an objective observer of the game. It's a pixel art game, but it's also set on a 3D plane, in a 3D world, where we're actually projecting the pixel art on billboards. You can actually zoom in, zoom out, and you can pan, and everything feels much more immersive and interesting. We add light, we add particles, we add sort of fog effects and all that. So that actually makes it harder to port to different versions. Because we really want to create the same experience on all platforms, it was really important for us to sort of make the art and the experience as good as possible. So the mobile version is targeting sort of mid to high tier phones, because we really want to show the game at its best.
Songs of Conquest has like a new take on the town building. It's all about restrictions and making choices, because you can't have all your buildings in one town. You have to take decisions. We have small construction sites or medium ones where you can decide which building you're getting, or if you're getting the same building several times. So you can really niche and choose your tactic and vary it from game to game. So that's our take on it, and it is slightly different than the classics that sort of defined the genre earlier than us.
So the mobile version of Songs of Conquest is going to have the two major gaming modes, so campaign and conquest. So in campaign, you will follow and guide your wielders on these story-focused adventures. In conquest, you can set up your own game on our handmade maps, specifically designed to play against AI or a friend. But you can also play these specifically designed challenge maps, which tests your tactical know-how. But the third option is that you can play randomly generated maps. So you do a few choices and the game actually generates a new map for you every time. So endless replayability on that part. I hope you enjoyed that first look at Songs of Conquest for mobile. We're hard at work and looking to release in early 2025. Please join us on the adventure.
After a successful launch on consoles, Songs of Conquest is coming to mobile in early 2025. Okay. Next on the agenda is Warframe Mobile, a port of the beloved MMO shooter, which launched early this year on iOS and, shameless plug time, I'll be joining the world of Warframe in the upcoming 1999 expansion, so you better be paying attention to this section.
Only you can command the Warframes. This is your power, your challenge, your legacy. Trained to fight with honor against impossible odds. Now, you face new foes from our long-forgotten past.
What in hell?
A slug dares to show its face at night. But know this, you shall not stand alone.
Aren't I so talented? Look at that talent. So much talent. Too much talent. I hope Arthur was in that trailer, actually, or I'm going to look really stupid.
Requesting assistance!
My name is Megan Everett. I'm the Community Director and Live Ops for Warframe.
Hi there. I'm Rebecca Ford. I'm the Creative Director of Warframe at Digital Extremes.
Pop them off.
Warframe is a free-to-play fantasy sci-fi looter shooter where there's over almost 60 different unique Warframes is what we call them. They all have unique abilities. You can play it completely solo, you can play it with your friends, multiplayer, you can make a clan and make a family in-game, not a real family, but you can make like a friendly family in-game of all your friends.
There's kind of nothing like it. If you're looking for a game that's gonna kind of give you something to look forward to with either every update, every character, every system, there's not really much like it that's as deep and as rewarding as Warframe.
And Warframe is fully cross-play and cross-save on all platforms. I feel like us as humans and individuals, and especially in the gaming industry, we're everywhere. And not everyone has the ability to have a standalone giant Xbox. Having the game on such a friendly platform that you can move around on, to actually see Warframe on that much smaller screen than we're used to on our computer monitors or on our giant widescreen TVs, is honestly really astonishing that the team was able to accomplish that at all and have it function in a way that functions for that mobile platform.
I think the challenge is, like, it's kind of a three-headed beast. One is usability, one is performance, and one is type of game. Usability, like how do you bullet jump on mobile? We had to completely redo our user interface so that it was like not as finger gymnastics. And then the second thing is performance. It's technically a 4-player co-op game that loads open worlds or railjack spaceships. How is it going to perform? What are memory limitations? Does the mobile market even want a Warframe? What does the market actually want for a sci-fi co-op 4-player MMO that you can have in your pocket? Sounds pretty good to me, but we'll see.
Enemy in the area.
Warframe 1999 is the next major update for Warframe. Us here at Digital Extremes have worked on this game, some of us for about 12 years now, and we always try and do crazy story updates with really shocking twists and fun content. And 1999 was born out of that habit of doing the unexpected. It's grunge meets boy band meets anything in between, and all of that is just the beginning. We are super excited to be taking you through our world of 1999 with brand new characters that you could even fall in love with. You can also just run around on a motorcycle. If love ain't your thing, we're not going to judge.
There's a whole faction called the Skaldra, who is kind of the evil force, if you will, in this 1999 universe of Holvania. So we're kind of inventing this entire world within a world within a world. We will be at Tokyo Game Show on September 28th at 11 a.m. Japan time for our next dev stream, where we will reveal what's coming in that Kume and the Five Fates update, everything that's coming with that, which includes a free Warframe just for logging into the update. Caliban can be yours just by logging in. You can log in on iOS, on PC, whatever account you have. We have very exciting things lined up for Warframe, Kume and the Five Fates 1999, and more. And it's just the best time to get into Warframe, and you can play wherever you want.
Don't forget to install Warframe today. It's free, and if you're on Android, the juice will be worth the squeeze. Sit tight.
Thank you to Digital Extremes for that deep dive into the future of Warframe Mobile. Now it's time for a game that I'm not acting in, but totally wish I was. Here's the latest on Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Meow. Sometimes I lay awake at night and wonder whether I'm more like Kuromi or Kuropi. I think it's more Kuromi. If that's also you, then you'll be pleased to hear that the City Town update for Hello Kitty Island Adventure is coming soon. Let's switch things up now, as we go behind the scenes with ustwo Games, the visionary developers behind the Monument Valley series.
ustwo Games is, we're a small indie developer based in South London. We're about 40 people, I think, and we've been that size for a number of years. We don't seem to get sort of bigger than 30 to 40 people. We're a predominantly mobile developer, so we've been making mobile games for, I think, over 10 years at this point. Yeah, I'd definitely say ustwo Games is quite a unique place to work, myself included. There's a number of people at the studio who've worked here well over a decade or well over the majority of their career, which I think is quite unusual, definitely in the games industry.
ustwo Games to me is just the best place I've ever worked, if I'm honest. I've been here for 12 years now. We've made some really, really cool work together. I love the people I work with. I love the games we put out.
ustwo Games is like home for me, as I worked here since like 2008.
ustwo Games is really focused on making games that don't have violence as one of their key forms. Desta was the closest we got to games with violence. There's actually a win state and a lose state in that game, as opposed to everything else where you just kind of find your way through it. There are puzzles, there's friction, but that friction doesn't come from combat.
Our history stems from mobile development, and specifically making games for, the early days of the App Store. We were definitely kind of in the mix of like trying to hit that big hit, that smash hit.
The very first games were these just like, let's throw something at the wall and see what sticks and make some stuff. There were quite a few of those projects that happened and didn't really make a large splash up until we got to Monument Valley.
It was a bit bonkers when Monument Valley came out, to be honest. We knew it was going to be good, because we put a lot of heart and soul into it, and me being in QA, I was like, it's really good, it's like really bug-free. I felt quite proud that it was like one of the most bug-free games I've ever had my name associated with. And then I think maybe on the first day or maybe the second day, we got editor's choice on Apple, and we were like, whoa! Suddenly, people are getting our game, because up to that point, we kind of had never made a game that was successful.
What a lot of people refer to when they refer to mobile games is something really specific, and I don't think that's the same as what we used to do or what we're even doing now. I think that there is potentially an indie space that's doing what I think the mobile games back then were doing, which is we've got brand new ideas for game design, or how to have somebody feel an emotion when they play a game. A bunch of people are doing it on mobile now. Way more people are doing that now in the indie game scene. It just so happens that they're not doing that for mobile, I think. And I'm playing the same kind of games that I would have done, but they're on other platforms. I'm playing them on Switch.
As everything's got more high-tech, as the phones in our pockets have got more high-tech, a Nintendo Switch and a mobile phone aren't really that different, and that isn't totally different. It's not like the days when the PlayStation 3 was a completely alien device and building for it was something completely different. And it allows games to kind of hop around and try and find their new home and find the audience where it is. I think that's really, really cool, really interesting.
The next big thing for us is Monument Valley 3. It was announced at Gamescom. It'll be out by the end of the year. And also on Netflix, we'll be releasing the first 2 games. So you'll be able to play all 3 with your Netflix subscription, which is exciting. So yeah, we're just wrapping up production on Monument Valley 3 right now.
It's been a number of years of working really hard on this project, and we just can't wait to see it come to life, and we can't wait to see people's reactions.
Thank you to our friends at ustwo Games. We can't wait to see what you've been cooking with Monument Valley 3, specifically me. Give me the game. I won't tell anyone. Okay, I might tell one. I'll tell 3 people. One of them will be my dog, but he can't even talk. He can't speak English. I pretend like he can sometimes. We have conversations back and forth, and I pretend as though he speaks in a very kind of posh English accent, but he won't say a word. I swear. Have you heard a dog ever say Monument Valley 3? No. I'd be amazed if you had. Right. What's next? Oops, I did it again. I brought you a game, Mobile NBA. Oh, baby, baby. I think that trailer filled in all the gaps that my wonderful cover song could not. Dunk City Dynasty is coming soon to iOS and Android, and you can pre-register now on the game's website. Okay, here's another cool game. It's a roguelike deck builder that taps into an experience that, for many people, sits at the bedrock of their tortured souls. Of course, I'm talking about trying to get a toy out of a claw machine. This one goes out to all the toys that we couldn't win. I miss you. I wish for you. I wish that I could have clutched you in my hands, but you fell at the last minute. Did I try and put my hand in and bend it upwards and try and grab something as well in order to assist? Yes, I did, but it bruised both parts of my arm. Do I think these games are fixed in real life? Yes. They're crazy. This game sounds amazing. At least I have a chance. Dungeon Crawler, which looks totally awesome by the way, is coming to mobile devices soon. And from one deck builder to another, here's some exciting news about Galaxy Conquest, a genre-blending RPG inspired by Ultima and D&D. Oh, a rhyme! Did you enjoy that? Here's another. Blasphemous there. Also coming to mobile. By the way, if you aren't completely sated by this onslaught of news, we've got a whole week of mobile content running on gamesradar.com, so make sure you head over and check it out. We've got something a bit special up next. It's a guide to the best mobile games you can play right now, as selected by our most tap-happy future boffins. Let's throw it over to my handsome pre-recorded counterpart, Ben from the past, for more. Thank you, Ben from the future. Love that guy. So complimentary. Now, It's a wonderful time to be into mobile games, we all know that, and the showcase so far has made it abundantly clear that it's only going to get better in the future. But what if you wanted to get started right now, in the year of our Lord, 2024? Well, it's safe to say that there are options at your disposal, so we asked our in-house experts to cut through the hype and provide a few standouts. And don't worry, as much fun as they are, we're not going to patronize you by recommending Minecraft or Pokemon Go. First up, here's Zenless Zone Zero, a stupendously stylish free-to-play brawler like Devil May Cry with jet-set radio art direction. Players take on commissions and dive into pocket dimensions called hollows, beating back the beasts within with character action combos and team-up attacks. Unlockable agents boast their own factions and specialized skills, like the cutthroat cleaning chic of the Victoria Housekeeping Company. Yet the game that surrounds Z-Cube's combat is distinctly Persona, with life simulator-influenced gameplay to keep you coming back on a daily basis. Or how about Marvel Snap? Surely you heard of this Moorish superhero car battler led by former Hearthstone developers. An approachable system of interplay with memorable characters at the forefront. Marvel Snap rounds don't last very long, but they're always action-packed, valuing proper deck-building etiquette and careful card placements as you vie for control of the play space. And it doesn't matter if you're a comic book expert or an MCU maverick, it's just a perfect game to pick up and play for a few minutes, regardless of your foreknowledge, which makes it a very handy download for the morning commute.
Advanced UAV is online.
There's also Call of Duty Mobile, if you're looking for something a little more involved. Teamy Studio has transposed the console COD experience onto smartphones in admirable fashion, replicating beloved modes like Zombies, Team Deathmatch, and Battle Royale. Uncompromising and surprisingly beautiful, Call of Duty Mobile quickens the chaos of first-person shooter gameplay while maintaining the popular hallmarks of the franchise. As long as you can keep clear of its copious payment prompting, it's an easy and rewarding time sink into a familiar-feeling mode of gameplay. For something completely different, consider Sky Children of Light, from the maestros that brought virtual meaning to millions with Journey. Sky is a massively multiplayer social experience, an exploration game with profound capacity. Like a mix of Aladdin and Doctor Strange, you'll float through several beautiful environments, grasping at the linear notes of the game's gorgeous realms and engaging in events with other players, potentially finding a community from the comfort of your palms. Last but not least, we've got Skull, the Hero Slayer, a side-scrolling roguelike with procedural levels and a cranium-swapping protagonist. Bont's preference is the basis of combat in Skull, where you'll make strategic choices with items and head tops to take down a slew of unusual pixel enemies and bosses in vibrant environments, evocative of Terraria and Dead Cells. Right then, I think that's the contemporary mobile gaming scene well and truly covered. So let's throw it back to Ben from the future. Welcome back. Hopefully you've found something you can busy your grubby mitts with. But before I say my solemn goodbyes, it's only customary to provide you all with a parting gift. So here's another.
Shut your eyes. Headstrong, coming back at you twice as greater than you thought. And I know, feeling that you get when you're never not quite alone. And I told you to take no further steps, and you have towards me. You'll see, it's the same old story.
You heard it here first, my beautiful viewers. The BAFTA-nominated creature collector Cassette Beasts is coming to mobile soon. But with that, I'm afraid we've come to the end of the inaugural mobile gaming showcase. It's been the honor of my life to serve you all a steaming hot platter of handheld glory. So thank you to all the publishers and developers who've lent their games to me to serve you in the face and the mouth and the eyes. And of course, our friends at GamesRadar.com. Don't forget to pre-register for any of the upcoming games featured in the show. And make sure you download the ones that are already out, because guess what? Games are cool, especially the ones we just showed you. I'm Ben Starr, and no matter what my equally famous voice actor friends will say about me, I actually smell really, really good. Thank you for watching. No, I won't hang up. You hang up. You hang up. You do it. You do it. Why do I look like a thumb?